how do you feel about being a Gen Z? I don't feel any type of way. I just so happen to be born a Gen Z.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know. I guess I like being a Gen Z. I don't really mind. I think they're pretty cool sometimes, but besides that, I don't have an opinion or an answer to your question.
Other than our humor, that's horrible. But as a Gen Z, what were some of the shows that you possibly remember off the top of your head?
On the top of my head, I remember watching like Little Einstein, SpongeBob, and stuff like Team Musume and stuff like that. But besides that, there's like stuff that I can't remember the name of, but I remember watching.
There was one show, I don't know if they still produce or show, but it's called Wonder Over Yonder, and it was so amazing to me growing up.
Wonder Over Yonder?
Wonder Over Yonder.
Never heard of that before.
It's like Steven Universe in a way.
Oh.
But the dude is, like, our main character is basically just travel in the universe.
Okay.
And a few other shows that I remember off the top was Wonder Pets, and they would just go on little adventures saving other pets and stuff.
Oh, that's the plot of it? I never watched it. I was wondering what the plot was.
Basically Dora, but with animals. Super Y was basically Dora, but with 5 people, and it wasn't just one. And it was, I want to say they were like teaching you
like letters or something. It was like about letters or numbers or something like that.
Yeah, so it was like kindergarten.
It was like grammar.
Yeah.
More like, yeah.
Team Zoomies, they were teaching you how to kind of,
I don't know.
I can't remember. I want to say they were teaching you how to be nice or kind to everyone.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't really remember the plot. It's been so long.
And I'm trying to remember.
Little Einstein's was about music.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was something.
It was more about
totally
music.
different.
It's at the end. About to overlap it.
So, Miss Tucker, I had a question.
Okay.
Since I asked you yesterday what generation you are, I want to know what your opinion is basically on our generation.
Okay.
And how do you feel about this generation as it's growing and going into the next generation?
Okay. I think every generation has its pros and cons. I feel like y'all have it hard because you grew up with everything, every bit of knowledge at your fingertips. And that's a lot of responsibility for a kid. Yeah. I have empathy for you guys. There's a lot more memes out there, I feel like. A lot more cringe.
It's a lot of cringe.
A lot of cringe.
Yeah. But also, I feel like y'all are more outspoken about important political issues because you see what's going on in the world. I feel like y'all don't connect with each other as well because you're so used to being online that being able to communicate in person has been difficult that I've noticed as a teacher. But now that we've had the Focus Act, you guys are talking to each other more.
So you think of the Focus Act as helping the students interact with each other
Oh, yes.
a lot more?
Yes, of course. I mean, even at lunch, like, kids are talking to each other. During class, like, kids are talking to each other, and they're focused on learning.
I do have another question because don't know what year you were born, but you were born before us. So you got to actually see a lot of the stuff that we didn't get to. So what were some of the things that you thought were interesting that we didn't get to see growing up?
I feel like we're in the same boat, Loki.
Honestly?
Because I grew up with a phone, too. Now, I didn't have a phone when I was, like, 6 years old, but I had it when I was in middle school. So I have seen the struggles of having everything at my fingertips at a young age. So I feel like I'm in the same boat, but now, as I get older, the difference gets wider.
And what's the difference?
Well, just like the memes and the language. I don't understand a lot of that anymore. Or the music.
A lot of the stuff that's coming up with Gen Z and going into Gen Alpha, it to me is getting a lot worse because with Gen Alpha, they're more, in my opinion, they're more on the internet than we were. So I feel like with as the generation goes on, it's getting worse.
What's getting worse?
Like the internet usage.
Do you think that's a bad thing or a good thing?
I mean, depending on how the child itself uses it, because, like, for me, as an example, I only use mine for when it's necessary. Or if I do use the internet, it's probably something that I actually think is funny or otherwise. But some kids are also using it to talk to other people that are older than them. And without the parents' knowledge.
All right, so my opinion about like Gen Z having a lot of, I mean not Gen Z, Gen Alpha having a lot more internet access than we did is the fact that, you know, like AI is getting more used and people are relying on AI more than actually themselves. So now they're like lack of knowledge and lack of talent and stuff because they're just depending on AI to do it themselves. It's
That's
like
a really good point.
very.
And my thing when it comes to the AI part is it's being used a lot more now than it was like last year or the year before.
That's the thing, because it was still around. It's just now it's being more used.
But cause like I do remember I actually have a friend who loved using ChatGPT for her assignments, but the teacher would not know because like you would change stuff around. Now people just don't care if you use it or not. Well, I won't say they don't care, but like this. So that student, if she didn't like do what she had did, the teacher would have known and she would have got a bunch of zeros for it. And it's okay. Like, I'm not saying it's wrong to use ChatGPT, but use it to get your understanding. Because, like, ChatGPT is just Google in another form, in my opinion.
My teacher one time mentioned that, like, instead of just not using ChatGPT and stuff, to, like, incorporate it into your work and stuff so it can help you instead of just doing it for you or you just abusing the fact that you have it. Something
It
like
didn't
that.
get you.
Tragic.
Tragic.
It's been 7 minutes, bro.
Again, if the conversation flows, it flows. And it's a good one.
It is.
And it's like slang. I do want to know your opinion about the slang that's in this generation.
Like what?
Like, you say low-key.
Which is so weird to hear you say.
Is that a your generation word or my generation word?
I don't...
I'm saying